Video game addiction. At least I think that's what this video's about. This got sent from Requiem Vanguard. And I guess it's going to be a more serious and transparent Tectone. Let's talk about it. It's called We Need to Talk. Let's see. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. I got scammed. Asmongold. It's over. Mint picker. Greedy and oh man. Parting YLF.
I have been told within this month I will be permanently banned off of Twitch.
What? What'd you do? The iceberg.
I hated everything in my life so much, and I failed at so many things that I wanted to do. You are the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Absolutely. Sure.
I don't play video games when I'm off stream, right? If you want to glorify people who play video games all day, you absolutely can, right? You absolutely can. But like, I got shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Wizardry? Sure, I play Wizardry. And sure, I play a little bit of Oblivion. But the majority of time I spend outside of streaming is bettering my life. Because, well, that's just what I want to do.
Let's go.
Right?
Personal development.
I play video games when they're fun. And when not, I focus on my health because I feel like that's more important. I'll be real, like I'm at a stage in my life where I really want to get my health in order and I really want to get in better shape. And I feel like this whole idea of, you know, glorifying people who play, but this isn't about Asmongold, this is about so much more people than just Asmongold. I feel like this idea of glorifying people who just play video games for 16 hours a day is how you lead to people like Toho thinking that he's actually worth a shit. Also, Dylan, think of the many gifted subs. You know what I mean? Because like, here's the thing.
I don't know who this Tomo person is.
Like, I'm trying to get a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to have a kid.
Okay.
Right? And video games will always be a part of my life, 100%. But I just think the idea of playing video games all the time is just miserable. Right? Now, I did that when I was like up until like 26.
Can be.
Like, I'm 31. When I sit down in a chair for too long, I feel sick. Like, I do. Yeah. I genuinely do. Like, I will feel sick. It'll feel like my body starts shutting down, and it'll feel like my brain stops working, right? So, like, I was able to do that shit when I was younger, but I can't do that shit anymore. But yeah, like, when it comes to being a tourist for video games, I mean, you're absolutely right, 100%. But I think that's honestly a good thing, to be honest. Asmon's a WoW player. So was I. You can check my parcels. I had better parcels than Asmon when he played World of Warcraft. Yeah, no, I played World of Warcraft for well over a decade. Like, well over a decade.
Yeah. WoW was a big
But yeah, I feel like this ideology of praising people for playing video games all the time is just probably just like a little bit unproductive.
15 months of lurking, less than 3.
Right? It's a little bit unproductive. And when you guys get older, you'll like kind of understand that. When you're 20, like, and you're like in college, and once you get off school, and then you like play all your video games, that's fine. Like, I totally get that. Even when you're 24, you just graduate college, you're feeling good, you want to grind some league, go for it. But like, dude, I'll be real. Like, I will see people, and I'm not gonna name names, but there's even people in my personal life where all they do is play games. Like, okay, so for example, there are 3 friends who I've been trying to meet up with in Austin for 3 months.
But they won a game.
For 3 months. 2 of them are addicted to League. 1 of them is addicted to World of Warcraft. I have.
By the way, when he says this word addiction, like, it's not using lightly. Like, this is legit. There are people that are heavily addicted to games, and I'm sure you guys are aware of that. Maybe you're addicted.
Not seen them in 3 months, and I'll see their League logs, and they're playing 30 games of League a day.
Isn't that like an
or
hour
they're
long
sitting in their Discords playing Valorant with their fucking VR chat kittens. And nobody has seen any of these people. And the thing about that is, it's fun, but it's not bettering your life. And one of the reasons why I don't regret my time playing World of Warcraft is because when I left World of Warcraft, I gained the ability to public speak, coordinate a crowd, lead a team, and articulate my thoughts in a way to where everyone can understand me, even if they are the lowest common denominator IQ-wise. But there was obviously diminishing returns in that after about me playing for 4 fucking years, right? But playing League of Legends, playing the same game over and over and over again, I hate this because I know how many people I'm about to upset by me saying this. like even this guy right here, Bly the 90, saying, bro, I see why people think this guy is cringe as fuck. I'm about to call out a lot of people, right? And it's not gonna feel good. And I know people's gut reaction is to get upset by what I'm saying.
Bro, I want to interject so bad, but like, Tectone is cooking, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he is cooking, but at the same time, he is legitimately calling out your lifestyle. He is calling out every single person that is doing this, but he's not, at least from my perspective and my perception, he's not saying this to say that you're a loser. He's saying this to put in perspective that he also used to game all the time, and ever since he slowed down and stopped, his life has become better. So what I am perceiving is he wants to say life can also be better for you if you also slow down on the video games. That is just my perception, but he's about to cook. Let's see.
Because it hurts your feelings.
Let's see if he burns the kitchen down.
Or you might line up with this lifestyle.
Or makes a souffle.
But there are so many people, right, who are losers.
Oh, shit! Okay. I was wrong. Okay. Look, I didn't know he was gonna say it. I thought maybe he would have been chill, but I guess not. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, bro, he actually said that shit. Okay, let's see. Oh,
who stay
shit.
Inside.
Oh, shit.
And play video games.
Bro said me?
For
Question
60
mark?
hours a day. Who sit in Discord calls with their other friends
Oh,
who are losers.
shit.
And they waste 10, 12, 14, 15 years of their life on shit that was just to pass the time rather than better their life or better their health.
Bro, that's the hard pill to swallow, brother. And it's interesting because like I had to play games for my career for like 2.5 years. I was gaming as a career. I was also gaining weight at the time. I used to be 100 kgs, and for Americans, that's like what, 205 pounds or something like that. As you can see, I don't have that anymore. I've been doing calisthenics for like 2 weeks. Now I can do muscle ups. I can do handstand push-ups. I go outside and ladies legitimately take pictures and videos with me. Like, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to remind you that it's never too late to change your life. You legitimately, yes, you may be addicted to League. You may be addicted to Valorant. I'm not saying you can't ever play games ever again. But for sure, going outside as a human being is good for you. When you go out into an environment that encourages you to do better, you will become better. Like, even if you don't want to talk about physical health and stuff like that, even if you want to talk about being in business, as they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, it's time to find a different room. Obviously, if you want to progress in life, you're going to have to do something different. Nothing changes if nothing changes. But as Tectone says, bro, you might just be a loser. But you can be a loser today and be a winner next week. It all depends on you, to be honest.
You obviously can do whatever you want in your life. You obviously can do anything that it is that you want. But you need to understand that it is wasted time. And obviously this is a conversation that's probably coming from an adult or like one of your parents. But I just think glorifying the gamer lifestyle is just not really that productive, to be completely honest. But that's just me. Like, you need to have a work-leisure life balance.
It's being honest.
And the problem is,
it's being honest. Here, I'll give you guys this video for proof. So I'm not capping, bro. She wanted to make this video, and she's a South Korean fitness model. She wanted to do this video with me, bro. Bro, it's legit. It's legit, bro. You take your life seriously, other people will realize it because other people don't take their life seriously. And you, I'm talking about you, brother. You, not everybody else that's watching. You, if you feel like what I'm saying is resonating, bro, take your life seriously. Go enjoy, but don't take it too seriously. You know, it's still life. You can still play some games here and there. Like, I still play Reverse 1999 on my phone, bro. I have like 300 plus days logged into that game, but it's the legitimately only game I play. So for sure, there's a balance that goes into it, but it's up to you.
I know, and you can hate me if you want. I'm okay. You can unfollow me if you want. That's totally okay.
That's real.
I just want a lot of you guys who take offense to that to really just understand where I'm coming from.
Look in the mirror.
And I don't think it's a good idea if you spend 16 hours playing video games, neglecting your family, neglecting your friends, neglecting your health, neglecting your career.
That's right.
And I just don't think that's a good thing to glorify.
He's trying to help you, to
I would
be honest.
like you guys to be better off.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, play a game or two
love.
a league.
This is literally
for an
tough
hour
love.
or two. That's fine. But when you're waking up playing League of Legends from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep,
bed, you got an issue,
that
bro.
is not an admirable life. It's really not. It's really not. It's fucking depressing.
People keep saying, I see people in the chat saying, what friends? You say what friends because you don't have any friends, but how do you make friends if you don't go outside to market yourself to create friendships? Legitimately, some of the closest friends that I have now, just coming to Vietnam, was just me being outside and I see somebody and I say hello. That's it. And you could say social anxiety. That's okay. You just work on it, bro. I've legitimately talked to people that have social anxiety, and through our conversations, they are working on themselves and they feel better. And they say, thank you for talking to me. Now I feel I can talk to more people. Of course, it may take an invitation from somebody else to help you progress in this way, but you also need to take accountability for yourself and put yourself out there to be able to have those connections, to have those moments in life happen. Because how can you sit and say you have no friends when you don't go out to attempt to make friends? It just doesn't make sense.
It really is. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I lived that life. And
Yes.
I hated
I've been there
everything
as well.
in my life so much.
I've been
and
overweight.
I failed at so many things that I wanted to do. So I just drowned myself in fucking video games.
You just make it worse. It's
And then I was like, okay, well, I don't really know what to do because I can't fucking help myself. And then I pressed the go live button. I understand where you're coming from, but it's so hard to cope on with what's going on in my life. So to cope with what's happening, I just spend my time on shit. Now that's completely different. If you're using video games to heal, that's completely different. That's completely fine. You know, if something horrific happened in your life, take a month, take 2 months. Drown yourself in Summoner's Rift until you can feel better. But at a certain point, you got to cut yourself off, right? At a certain point, you got to cut yourself off and realize this is not good for my longevity as a human being.
Sure.
And I'm hurting myself. And every day I try to learn or better myself. And I know going from bronze 5 to bronze 4 is great, but what is that really doing? Now, the other thing is that you have to understand, and this is the part where it gets really dangerous.
Let's go Persona music.
You are, oh man, we're rambling. Sorry guys, this is very important to me. I think there's a lot of very genuinely good life advice, and I'm hoping a lot of people actually hear this. You are the 5 people you surround yourself with the most. And if you are in Discord calls with 5 other unemployed people who have no direction in life, you will take comfort in that, and you will become the 6th. You will.
Of course.
I also think that you are the content creators that you consume. And whether or not you want to realize this, you will really learn a lot about yourself, and you will become molded by the content you consume from your day to day. So
Yes.
make sure
Absolutely.
that you are,
We are
trying
Tectone.
to absorb as much positive influence you can from these content creators. Like Asmongold taught me a lot. He did.
for sure.
He taught me the ability to be a little bit hasty with my judgments and always damn someone for objective proof, but always hear people out with subjective proof.
Okay.
And I think that helped me a lot. I try to instill on my community for a very dangerous gaming type that we all play, that there is a way to play responsibly, that when I do these dumb things, they are fucking stupid, and that you shouldn't think that you're any less of a player if you don't play these gacha games 24/7. Like, take a couple of days off. It's fine. Like, legit.
My dailies.
Fine. These games, the reason why gacha games are so great is because they're intended to be played for 5 to 10 minutes a day. They're intended to be played casually, so go for a walk while you're playing.
I don't know about all that, because a lot of games, which is why I stopped playing games. Like, after I played it for a career, I looked at it totally differently, and even though I tried to play it leisurely, even with friends, and even going back to play like old games that I used to enjoy, I tried that for like 5 months. It wasn't the same, especially like when the new stuff is coming out. A lot of it is designed nowadays to just keep you on there. So it's kind of hard, right? Because I understand you guys are playing games too much. You guys are addicted to games. The games are made to be addicted. On top of you already feeling like you're not yourself. You don't feel like you're in your prime. You feel like you're wasting away. You're bed rotting. You're doom scrolling. You feel all these negative things on top of the world already forcing you to become addicted. And it takes you to actually just step outside of yourself and say, I know I can do better. I know I can be better. I know that this isn't who I am. I can do more than that. So when you start saying these things and you start actually believing in these things, you start taking steps towards these things, and take as long as you need to. You don't need to go out. I'm not saying go outside tomorrow, immediately just start walking up to people and saying hi. Now, if you do that, you're absolute Chad, and you actually will get somewhere way faster than the other people. But the other people should also take it slow. You should try and just go outside and just relax, sit underneath a tree, journal, write stuff down, right? Breathing techniques. And you will. There's no denying it. You will change. You will become a better version of yourself. And it just takes you doing the work. And that's literally it. Once you start putting in the work, you start learning the practices. Like, you can read about it and you can talk to ChatGPT all day, but unless you're actually going out to do it, you're never going to make a change. So actually start putting stuff into practice and become better, because me and Tectone both know you can, because we both are all cut from the same cloth.
Playing them. Go to the gym while you play them. I play games between my reps. I'll kill like 2 mobs between every single set I do at the gym, right? Use them to motivate you. Use them to don't use them to hinder you.
Yes.
Right? But
I used to do this in Street Fighter.
I think people...
Every time I would lose in Street Fighter, I would do 10 push-ups, and every time I would win and I'm playing online, I do 5.
That glorify losing their entire life to video games, well, I just think they're stupid. I do. I think they're really, really, really fucking dumb.
You're the only creator I've even subscribed to. Your streams provided me entertainment while I endlessly searched for work. And now I have a good paying job. Thank you.
Bro, I'm very proud of you. That's fucking awesome.
The W job.
Congrats, that's
W
huge.
job.
But like,
remember, that was you.
Like,
that was you finding the job, bro.
You guys gotta understand, like, how dangerous that is of a thing for me to say to my target audience. Like, my target audience is gamers.
For sure. You're making some people upset.
What I've said,
it's gonna
probably upset you a little bit.
But it's tough love. It's tough love, bro.
But I would rather know that maybe there was a chance that kind of motivated you to, like, be like, you know what? Maybe I'll take my multivitamins today.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll drink some water rather than full-calorie soda.
Bro.
You know what? Maybe I'll go for a little walk today. You know
While
what?
he's
Maybe
talking, bro,
I'll
I'm
put
gonna bang out these
my earbuds and I'll ride
handstand
the
push-ups
train
for you
while I'm
guys.
listening to the stream. Maybe instead of playing 12 hours of League of Legends today, I'll play 4 hours. Right?
All right.
So, and if it didn't, it's all good. Nah, I just feel like shit today, but thanks. Anyways, Lamau. Yeah, it's fine. Do your thing, King. Bro, not everyone who watches you is a loser. Nowhere did I say that. I said that gamers were my target demographic, and gamers are much more likely to have the lifestyle of playing 16 hours of games a day. And I understand that's how it goes. But what I like to do is I like to, when I play games, I never just play games and do nothing.
Oh!
I think that's when you really start hurting
I didn't
yourself.
count them, but
I think the best way to play video games is to have video games on your main monitor and then watch something you enjoy or gain something off of on your second monitor, right? Or be doing something active while you're playing these fucking video games.
Or reacting.
So I'll always have Moist Critical on the side monitor, Asthma on the side monitor, Ludwig on the side monitor, Seer on the side monitor. You know, people that I feel like I can actually learn something from. And I think it's great. Or I'll even watch Genazad. I think Genazad, I think is a pretty well-spoken individual. Or even Gotcha Smack, right? I think it's great.
I mean, that's an interesting way to try and learn, but remember, like, that passive learning style doesn't always work. You're going to pick up stuff here and there. So it is good that you're probably picking up some interesting critical thinking skills, especially when it comes to Asmon. I know of, Moist Critical for sure. I don't know the other ones. I don't really watch Ludwig that much anymore, but for sure, put on something educational while you're doing something and you become a bit better.
Your life has zero purpose. They call me low tier bald.
Low tier bald is crazy. All right. So that was dope. Cool video, cool serious video from Tectone. And I agree. It was definitely tough love though, for sure. Honestly, I made a couple videos already about how you can change your life, make it better. So if you ever want to check out my playlist, it's called Keys to Human Growth. It's a lot of cool stuff in there for sure. But yeah, I've always believed every single human being has the potential to become better. Now, other people say that's not the case for everybody. I don't care what other people think. If you want to become better, you must believe you can truly become better. If you have an obstacle in your way, you can go around the obstacle, you can go over it, you can go through it. As long as you get past whatever that barrier is, congratulations. If it's a little barrier, you just had to do a little jump, congratulations. If it's something that required you to jump from one building to the next one, congratulations. Just keep going, because that's all life is. You just enjoy until it's gone. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something. And yeah, for sure, that's like tough love with Tectone, bro. Like, that was some real shit. So keep getting stronger and keep having fun too. You know, there's a lot of 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds. Their best life advice is not to take life too seriously. So try and enjoy. Even during these crazy times, try and enjoy. Until next time, hit the like button if you enjoyed. Share it with a friend if you believe that it may inspire them to do something. And if you can do some handstand push-ups, hit me with a pound. Boom. You're awesome. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.